This is the early morning of the 31st of January, 2026. I just uploaded a video, and it was on George W. Bush and 9/11. And in that video, I made a mistake. And when I make a mistake, I usually try to correct my mistakes. I had said that George W. Bush's brother, Jeb Bush, worked for a security company that provided security to the Twin Towers. It wasn't Jeb Bush. It was Marvin Bush. Article on Common Dreams, published on February the 4th, 2003. February the 4th is my birthday, by the way. Bush-linked company handles security for the WTC, Dulles, and United. On the very day of the tragic space shuttle crash, the government appointed an independent investigative panel, and rightly so. Why didn't it do the same on September 12, 2001? Well, you know why they didn't do it, because they did it. George W. Bush's brother was on the board of directors of the company providing electronic security for the World Trade Center, Dulles International Airport, and United Airlines, according to public records. The company was backed by an investment firm, the Kuwait American Corporation, also linked for years to the Bush family. There's your Kuwait-Saudi Arabia connection, huh? The security company, formerly named Securacom, and now named Stratosec, is in Sterling, Virginia. Its CEO, Barry McDaniel, said the company had a completion contract to handle some of the security at the World Trade Center up to the day the building fell down. Like I said, the weekend prior, they shut down all the power. That's when they set the fuses. It also had a 3-year contract to maintain electronic security systems at Dulles Airport. According to Dulles contracting officials, Securacom Stratosec also handled some security for United Airlines in the 1990s, according to McDaniel, but it had been completed before his arriving on the board in 1998. McDaniel confirmed that the company has security contracts with the Department of Defense, including the U.S. Army, but did not detail the nature of the work, citing security concerns. It has an ongoing line with the General Services Administration, meaning that its bids for contracts are non-competitive, and also did security work for the Los Alamos Laboratory before 1998. Marvin P. Bush, the president's youngest brother, was the director of Stratocom from 1993 to fiscal year 2000. But the White House has not publicly disclosed Bush connection in any of its responses to 9/11, nor has it mentioned that another Bush-linked business had done security work for the facilities attacked. Marvin Bush joined Securacom when it was capitalized by the Kuwait American Corporation, a private investment firm in D.C. that was the security company major investors, sometimes holding a controlling interest. Marvin Bush has not responded to telephone calls and emails for comment. KUCAM has been linked to the Bush family financially since the Gulf War. One of its principal and the member of the Kuwaiti royal family, Mishal Yosef Sawa al-Sabah, served on the board of Stratocom. The managing director of KUMAM, Whit D. Walker III, was also a principal of Stratosec, and Walker, Marvin Bush, and al-Sabah are listed in SEC filings as significant shareholders in both companies during that period. Marvin Bush last year on the board of Stratocom coincided with the first year on the board of HCC Insurance, formerly Houston Casualty Company, one of the insurance carriers for the World Trade Center. He left the HCC board in November of 2002. But none of those connections has been looked at during the extensive investigation since 9/11. McDaniel said principals and other personnel of Stratosec have not been questioned or debriefed by the FBI. Why would they? They know who did it. Or other investigators. Walker declined to answer the same question regarding KUMAM, referring to the public record. Walker is also chairman and CEO of Aviation General, a Tulsa, Oklahoma-based aviation company with subsidiaries. SEC filings also show Al-Sabah as a principal and shareholder in Aviation General, which was recently delisted by the NASDAQ, was delisted by the American Stock Exchange in October of 2002. The suite in which Marvin Bush was annually re-elected, according to public records, is located in Watergate, in space leased to Saudi government. The company now holds shareholder meetings in space leased by the Kuwaiti government there. The White House has not responded to various requests for comment. Speaking of the Watergate Riggs National Bank, where Saudi principal Ala Fassah had her Saudi money trail bank account, has as one of its executives Jonathan Bush, an uncle of the president. The public has not learned whether Riggs, which serves 95% of Washington foreign embassies, will be turning over records related to Saudi finance. Meanwhile, Bush has nominated William H. Donaldson to head the Securities and Exchange Commission. Donaldson, a longtime Bush family friend, was a Yale classmate of Jonathan Bush. On the very day of the tragic space shuttle crash, the government appointed an independent investigative panel, and rightly so. Why didn't they do the same on September 12, 2001? Well, you know why they didn't do it, don't you? Thing's a joke. I'll attach the link. Let me know what you think. You sure as hell know what I think, don't you?